marketing webinars and broadcasts for the last year and a half, and we just think it's really important that anybody who's going to market a small business needs to be on here. Or if you're trying to sell a book or trying to raise money, you've got to be doing video, because the world is all about video suddenly.
Okay.
So, I'm going to talk about how to plan and shoot your videos, and Nanette is going to talk about how to do them live. Okay.
Okay.
And at the beginning, we are going to go way, way, way quick. I'm going to speak really, really fast, and in order to fit it all in. And then we'll turn it over to Nanette. And then at the very end, maybe at 15 minutes to the hour, we will try to go over to that Facebook group that I sent you the invite to yesterday. And you should be able to, we'll hang this up, and then you'll go to your Facebook page and find the group, get to the group, and then Nanette will come online broadcasting live from where she is in beautiful Greenfield, New Hampshire.
Okay.
That sound good?
Sounds good.
Exciting.
Okay, so as long as you're here, then Deb, tell us, have you done anything with video in the past?
Yes, we have. We do video that we then put on customers' websites.
So you shoot the video, or?
I work with Jennifer Payon of the Production House in Keene.
Yep.
She shoots the video. She and I determine what the video is going to be, what the components are. She does the shooting and the editing.
Okay.
And we go from there.
Okay, so you're doing it for clients.
Yes.
For your clients, and then but somebody else is helping you with the shooting and the editing.
Correct.
Okay. So as we go forward here, I want you to think about, just like you did when you came to my summer workshops, last summer, which is just this past summer, which seems like 10,000 years ago. Think of this as a way to promote your own business as well.
Yeah.
So not just for your clients, but you. And then we're here to tell you, aren't we, Nanette, that you have the skills and ability to do this on your own, some of this, and well enough to be a marketing tool for you as well. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So we are going to just discuss the rules of marketing these days. Don't tell if you can show it. So show it with a photo, and even better, show it with a video, okay? Don't just tell people what your messages are, show it to them by way of video. And secondly, the world has come to expect that you're going to do video. We have, with YouTube, we've created a generation that just expects moving pictures, frankly. That's the best way I can put it. And so to the extent that you've got an audience coming up that expects to see videos from you on either your Facebook page, your website, through Instagram, through Twitter, whatever, videos are it. They want it. Consumers want it. So that's why you should be doing this, why you should be thinking about this. Real quick, this is what we're going to do today. Why use video? I just did that. Tools that you'll need and what you could film, some ways to cheat if you don't have editing capabilities, where you should put these videos when you're done, and a little bit on promoting them, okay?
Okay.
So part 2 is Nanette, Facebook Live, Snapchat a little bit, and Instagram, okay? And so we'll turn it over to her about midway. I just want to put this challenge in front of you, Deb, that think about, as I talk and as Nanette talks, how would you make a commercial for your company, or for you, for Deb, or for your company? A commercial is a great way to get your feet wet. Just think about how you would structure something to promote yourself with a video online, a commercial online. So why to do video? People stick with your messages 100% longer if it's a video, as opposed to text or photos. So 100% longer if it's a video. They'll hang with you. They'll hear what you have to say. All right. We also know why you should do this is the data shows people are encouraged to buy from you. There's no other better way to do it. They're encouraged to buy from you at a 97% rate better than any other way you can market to them. And furthermore, brand association is going to be increased. What does that mean? They're just going to remember you 139% better. It's a video message rather than a text or photographs. Okay. Nanette is typing in the box. That's great. All right. So here's a way to think about a solid video strategy. And if you've done this for your clients, you probably know this, Deb, but you should be creating videos that, for lack of a better way to put it, are going to get people to like you. You're going to show them who you are, show your personality, get them to like you, help them solve their problems with that video, and show people what they want to see. Now, this seems obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people do a video. A company does a video saying, we need to explain this, but nobody asked them to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
It goes nowhere. So know what your customers want, what your viewers want. That's what we mean by that. And ultimately, a good video marketing strategy is that you'll be doing this on a consistent basis. You're going to give them something every Friday or once a month or every time there's a holiday on a Monday. Whatever that consistency is, you want to think about building that into your plan and then broadcasting that to people so they know when and how to tune in. Literally, and Nanette does this. She does a series of classes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So what I found that if I do it like via series or via a block of time leading up to one of my online classes, I'll do a series of like 4 videos for 4 weeks, leading up to it. That seems to really just hook people into a storyline, and it does give them something to look forward to when I say, see you next week and we'll talk about blah, 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 or whatever. So I do it from a series point of view. And when I'm in between my online classes, I am very careful about when I actually go live. I want to make sure I have something really concrete if I'm not in the middle of a series. So we can talk about that later too.
Yeah. Yep. So you're going to want to do what we all did as kids. We tuned in at a certain time, right? Develop that expectation in people. They're going to see Chris. They're going to see Nanette every Tuesday or whatever it is. And think about making it the Wonderful You Show instead of Howdy Doody. All right?
That's good.
Are you ready? Here's the equipment you need to do this. And Deb, you probably know that by now.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. Here's what you need. Ready? If you've got a smartphone, that's pretty much it. Okay? Deb, have you shot with a smartphone?
No, I haven't done anything like that.
Yep. And the person that you work with, does she use a smartphone or does she have a video camera?
No, she uses a camera.
Yep.
Okay.
So know that this thing, an iPhone, is perfectly capable of doing a quality video for you.
Okay.
Furthermore, smartphones are coming equipped with all sorts of apps that are going to help you edit and shoot on the fly. But know that this is an awesome quality. Nanette's going to talk about a couple more things you might need as you go down the line, but really a smartphone is it. Know that that camera that's running around on Mars at this moment, Mars rover, is lesser quality than that phone you're carrying in your purse because it went up there so long ago. That's what you're getting, but it's broadcasting perfectly good pictures, and the thing in your pocket is going to do even better. So That's my point. You don't have to be Steven Spielberg on these things. And in fact, the iPhone is getting to almost the level of Steven Spielberg. Okay. So again, you're going to think about making a commercial for you. Here's some other things to know about. The number one favorite type of video for people to watch on the internet is demonstrating something. You demonstrating something. So you've probably seen these types of things. They are these speeded up recipes, people showing how they cook something real quick. Those are extremely popular. And why? It's because they work and because they're giving people what they need. I need to know how to make this thing with the nuts. So know that demonstrating something is number one. And I know that you and I have talked about some of the products that you help companies sell. And from what you told me before, it certainly sounds like they could be demonstrated with a video if you haven't done so already.
I will say, if I have a private Facebook group of women for fitness and food, and the most popular videos is when I demonstrate cooking, and it can be like the simplest thing. And if I demonstrate just how to make a dish or something, or how to do a yoga move or something, that it's above and beyond me talking about like motivational stuff.
Yeah, and Deb, I've seen Nanette's cooking video. She did this simple thing involving putting some stuff in a piece of lettuce. Pretty simple, and it took her 10 seconds to do it.
Yeah.
In your kitchen, and people just loved it.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Again, doesn't have to be Steven Spielberg, and demonstrating something is what people want. Another thing you want to think about is what's going to inspire people. I mean that with a capital I. Tell them the heartwarming stories if you've got any within your company or business, or that, you know, a story about how you got into business or that type of thing, your favorite client. And always, always, when you can, do something fun. Okay? Is that Deb laughing?
That's
Nope.
Deb laughing.
I'm taking notes. Yep.
I know, it's so good,
If
Christine.
you happen to have a piano playing cat nearby, that will help you. But know that, you know, people just love fun, and even if you're marketing for a business, it doesn't always have to be about business. So that to the extent that you can make somebody laugh or go, wow, that's awesome, that means you've developed a relationship with people and you've engaged them, and they can ultimately come and do business with you as a result. All right.
Okay.
Or you're filming, you want to think about these things. What goal are you trying to achieve with the video? Are you just trying to engage people, get them to comment? Are you trying to be helpful? Or are you trying to get click-throughs to something, which is what Nanette and I often do. We'll make a video commercial for our workshops like this. And our goal is to get people to click through to that registration page that you went to a couple days ago. So just think ahead of time. What is your goal? Engagement, be helpful, get click-throughs, just branding, show people your personality. That's a good goal too. But a way to think about that is, what kind of conversation do you want to spark with that video? When it gets to the end, is somebody who's watching going to turn to their husband and say, I think I have to take that class, or wow, I didn't know that about crunchy sweet potatoes, or whatever it is. Sparking a conversation is a good way to think about it. All right. Number one goal, give the viewer what they want, not what you want. All right. Don't give them the pecan muffin if they want the strawberry shortcake. How's that? And finally, you want to make sure you're going to connect with people on an emotional level. That's what you're trying to do, is elicit something from them as a response in your video. So you might too, in your planning, think about identifying the feeling you want the viewer to walk away with at the end. Okay, maybe frightening them with a monkey is not the best thing, but you want them to feel inspired, feel confident, feel motivated enough to click the button or take your class. Whatever it is, think about the emotional response you want as you get ahead. All right, so some best practices here. You want to grab the viewer instantly in your video. You don't get to work your way into it. Those days are gone. You get 8 seconds, okay? Human attention span is 8 seconds tops. Goldfish, 10 seconds. No lie.
I believe it.
Yeah. Making your commercial, you get maybe 1 minute tops, all right? Better if you do 30 seconds, better if you do 15. And if you are so motivated, Deb, after taking this class, know that this kind of stuff is what Nanette and I are doing in an advanced video class that starts in January, a 3-part level 2. So just keep that in mind if you want to take it to the next level. We talk about how to make it short, how to storyboard it, and how to keep your story tight enough to be effective in that short format, okay? So that's best practices. Keep it short. Short can really inspire your creativity. When you have to remove the excess words, you'll be surprised how creative you'll get in that. So Deb, if you have let your coworker be the editor of the videos that you're producing, know that you have probably in the palm of your hand access to editing programs already. If you have a Mac, there's iMovie on your Mac. It comes installed with newer Macs. If you have a newer PC, and I know you had a problem with that before, Deb, but a newer one comes installed with Windows Movie Maker. That is your Windows version of an editing program. Both of those are not exactly user-friendly, but if you give yourself a little time, you could do some of the basics with it. I have every faith in you that you could do that. What are you working on?
Deb, do you have an iPhone or a Samsung?
iPhone.
Okay, good.
The iPhone will be your friend in this regard.
Yeah.
Nanette, there's even an iMovie app, right?
Yeah, I'll type in, there's iMovie for the phone, and there's also one that I've been using really easily. It's called Video Trim, but I'll type it. Keep going, Chris.
Video Trim, excellent. And know that, Deb, if you upload these videos into YouTube, YouTube has built-in editing tools. They're pretty basic, but they can often do what you need to do. For example, this webinar is being recorded for you, and I'm going to send you the YouTube link to it sometime this afternoon. But before I do that, I'm going to cut out the half hour that Annette and I talked about before you came online, and I'm going to cut out some of the end. And that I do that in YouTube because it's so easy just to trim front and back, beginning and end. All right, so know that those programs are readily available at your hand, and there's dozens and dozens more. Annette, I always forget which one you actually use.
Well, I've actually used both. So I've used my iMovie for iPhone app. I use iMovie in my computer, and then I've been playing with the Video Trim app on my phone. So I dance around.
Dance around, yep.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to learn too, to try things out and see which one works best for you.
Right.
So here's a key point that I want to get to, and then I'm going to pass it over to Nanette real quick. If you shoot a short video, you should upload it directly to Facebook, as opposed to what people often do is upload it to YouTube and then grab a link to it from YouTube and drop that link into their Facebook page. It works fine. It works fine for the viewer, but Facebook wants you to do it direct, not through YouTube, because they will treat you better. Its algorithm is set to give priority access to directly loaded videos, which just means people are more likely to see that video if it's uploaded directly, not brought over from YouTube.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes sense?
Go ahead, Deb.
No, I'm good.
You're
Oh,
good.
okay. Yeah, because they, Facebook and YouTube are kind of fighting for power in terms of video. And what Facebook will do is if they see that you've uploaded your video, like you've filmed it, your video, and then you put it on your YouTube channel, if Facebook, and then from there you put it onto Facebook, if Facebook sees that process, that digital process, they'll bump your video way down, as opposed to you filming something and you directly uploading it on the video click on your Facebook page. And then they love you. Then you go right to the top.
Yep.
But
Okay.
they're doing this dirty little trick lately.
Yep.
Okay.
And the numbers really bear that out.
Yeah, big time. Oof.
Big time. You will get, furthermore, you'll get lots of engagement if you do it that way. The viewers will see it and respond to it. I promise you. Okay. We just covered this. We're going to move right ahead. So some ways to cheat, just real quick, and then over to Nanette. If you're not up for editing yourselves, know that any collection of still photos can be turned into videos. This is an old, ignore that. Photo Story is right out, but there are plenty of sites that just let you stitch together still photographs and then turn them into a moving picture.
Mhm.
In fact, just a Facebook advertising option is to do that. You can upload 6 still photos or more as a Facebook ad, and it'll turn it into a video for you.
It's nice, yeah.
And it works as well as if it was something you shot originally
Mhm.
in terms of viewer engagement.
Yeah.
So, know that there's bunches more apps and online sites that'll help you figure out editing and how to do fun things. There's another trick that my husband uses a lot. There's such a thing. You've heard of stock photos, Deb.
Yep.
I think you even took my class on the graphics. But know that similarly, you can find stock video to use.
Yeah.
So if you really want a certain look, or you really need a video of water rushing down a mountain stream, you'll be able to find it at one of these sites. So here's one of those places. Videoblocks.com is a place you can do that. And you're getting a recording of this, so you know that you'll have that link to it. Archive.org is basically the archive of the internet, and within that are archived copyright-free movie snippets. So you can find, a covered wagon from an old Western and use that as your part of your commercial there. It's really easy to do and a wonderful thing to do. After you're shooting your videos, you want to spread them everywhere. Don't just put it on Facebook. Use it later on your website. Put it in your email marketing. Put it on Twitter if you're on Twitter. And do, in fact, open up a YouTube channel for yourself and store it there afterwards. Integrate it in everything you do. You know, if you put the effort into making a video, use it and use it everywhere to the extent that you can. Some resources we'd like you to check out and follow. James Wedmore, he's a YouTube guy. He's does a lot of free tutorials online. That's great e-news that he sends out. So follow him. And this woman, Kim Garst, she is a social media guru beyond gurus.
We love her.
Love her. She does wonderful things. She does a lot with Facebook Live, which Nanette is going to talk about as well. So see if you can follow her, Kim Garst. She's got a great newsletter too.
Yeah, she's very consistent. She's good.
All over. Okay, and one of your best resources to follow is Nanette Perrott at nanetteperrott.com. But I'm going to turn this over to her, and she's going to talk about Facebook Live and other live.
Okay.
Oh, and I have to turn this over to you. Hold on.
Okay.
Maybe. Hello. Stand by, everybody.
Okay.
I have to stop share first.
There we go. And then I hit share screen.
Sorry, Nanette, I haven't yet been able to.
Oh, there we go.
Did it work?
So I go here, boink, share screen. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum.
Right, double click.
I've made you the host now. It should be working.
Okay, good. So here.
Sorry, Deb.
I can see it.
Okay, good. Let me get it full screen here. Play.
Just think this technology is fascinating. Nanette
It is. It blows my mind.
blows my mind. She's in Greenfield. I'm in Peterborough. You're in Florida, and here we
I
are.
know.
All right, so here we are live on air. Let me see if my clickers, I'm getting a little spinning ball of, oh, there we go. Okay, so what we're gonna talk about in our little quick time together are 4 aspects of video. So like you know, Deb, you had your person that films these videos in advance and does editing, that type of thing. But what I'm going to focus on is what you can do with your phone in the moment. And then you can choose to either release it on Facebook Live, you can choose to release it on Instagram as a story, you can choose to do a Snapchat live story, or the one on the bottom, the blue circle with the Thunderbolt, you can use live video for instant messaging. So I'm going to go lean more towards what you can do in the moment as opposed to making something ahead of time and editing. So the same tenets go with these live videos is that everybody loves a good story. And so part of one of the struggles that people have is like, well, you know, okay, what goes on in my everyday life that would be interesting for my clients? And that's, I think, one of the most interesting yet the most difficult things for folks to figure out. And that means you have to look at how your day is transgressing and finding moments within the day that you think, wow, this will be a great behind the scenes moment for me to capture for my clients. So everyone loves a good story, and your day-to-day events are the story for them. They love to see what Deb does during the day. They love to see what Christine does. So when you're doing these videos, whether it's live or pre-recorded with the camera on you, you have to be physical and you have to be animated. You can't just stand there. Thank you, Christine. You can't just stand there and you know, be kind of a stiff person. You have to animate your face. You have to keep your story tight, even if it is a live thing that you're doing behind the scenes of you getting a house ready for a showing. I don't know. You have to keep your story tight. And the minute that that camera goes on live, you have a strong opening line because you have, like Chris said, just seconds to get people's attention. Chris and I just sit here and facepalm when we watch the best of intention people go live or do an Instagram story, and they sit there and they go, is anybody watching? Is anybody watching this? I'm just gonna wait for people to show up. And then, you know, it drives everybody insane. So have a real strong opening line and be ready to go when the camera comes on. Because replay of these Facebook Live videos, for example, is golden. People may not be tuning in when you go on live to show how you set up for a house opening or whatever it is you're doing. They may not show up live because they're busy, they're doing something. But when they're scrolling through on their phone, they will see that you're there live and they'll watch you on the replay. So that's why you got to be ready. The minute the camera comes on, understand that people are going to be scrolling through, and you want to have a strong line to get them and be like, whoa, check her out. You know, she's doing X and such a thing. That's interesting. Replay is gold. That's where you're going to get your most viewers. And when you do your Facebook Live, for example, or your Instagram stories live, you want to, and Facebook will give you an option when you're done and you hit finish, it'll say, do you want to save this video to your smartphone, to your photographs? Always say yes, because you can edit it, you can reuse this video later. For example, what I did was I did a Facebook Live to give people a sneak peek into one of my online courses. It was a 12, 13-minute Facebook Live I did one night. And I did it on Facebook Live, had a great checkout, everyone was checking it out. Got to the end of it, Facebook asked me, do you want to save it to your phone? I hit yes. Then what I did was I took that live video and I imported it into my iMovie, just on my computer, and I edited that video down to a 60-second commercial. I put that on Instagram because I know my Instagram gang, which is a younger group, the millennial group, don't want to watch no 12, 13-minute video. They love a little quick 60-second video. So I edited it down, put it on Instagram as a 60-second video, and I had to sign up. A gentleman signed up for my course like within an hour of it being on Instagram. So you can always repurpose and reuse stuff. Keep that in mind. So if it asks you to save it, save it. All right, save it. Then before you go on video, before that camera comes on, just understand that you have thought about this little moment and you do have something to say. You have a clear intention. You're excited about people watching you behind the scenes, seeing what you're doing, and you are ready to go. You have to be mentally and excited and ready to go. And one thing that I find helpful before I do Facebook Live is if I can sit quietly just a couple minutes before I hit the live button, then I could just have my notes, I have my water. There's always something you have to get up and get. So just if you can, unless you're doing a live broadcast from an event, you know, where you're out in the public, just if you can just sit, collect yourself, close the door, let the cat out, because the cat's going to want to run out, of course, when you go live. How many times does that happen? A bazillion. But you just want to have 10 minutes, if you can, before to just drink some water and get yourself mentally together. The other thing, and this is really interesting, the minute you get into video, people start looking at your makeup, they start looking at your bling, they start looking at your clothing, they start looking at the lighting, they start looking at the camera angle. These are all these things that happen the minute a camera comes on in your face. And so as natural, wonderful people, we have to, of course, show people our natural self. That's who they're interested in. They like Deb because you're Deb. They like Christine because, you know. So they're tuning in because they like you and they want to see you. But at the same time, you have to do a bit of showbiz sparkle. This is showbiz sparkle. Thank you, Christine. You have to. And I've really noticed this, especially with Facebook, because my Facebook demographic is predominantly women between the ages of 40 to 65. And they like it if I got my hair done, if I get my makeup done, if I got a nice little scarf on. I'll get much more tune in, and you can read the algorithms on Facebook if I've got that stuff set up. If I go on Instagram, which the younger millennials that I told you about, and I have too much makeup on, if it looks too done up, they have no interest. So I try to lo-fi myself so I don't have as much bling or whatever as I do on Facebook, but I do a look that I understand that group is going to be interested in seeing. So you have to kind of suss out what your audience likes. But on Facebook, you got to be aware of that, that just your branding, how you present yourself. Lighting is always tricky. If you have, too much light, you're whited out. Camera angle. One of the things that Christine and I also roll our eyes over is when the person will put the camera below their face so you're looking down at your audience. You don't want to look down at your audience. You always want to be looking right at them. And actually, as I'm talking here, my camera is right there. So I'm talking to the camera. If I look down at the screen, you can see that my eyes go down a little bit.
I have
So
trouble with that. Yeah.
Huh?
I have trouble with that. I cannot not look at the screen.
It's real, and people notice it. People, I mean, if I look at my screen, can you tell that I'm looking down?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I look at the camera, you can tell I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah.
So that's really important. And then you have to have notes, because again, you're going on screen with intention. So you have to have your notes ready. Way to go, Christine. So that if you forget, don't be afraid that you can look down at your notes, because people are excited that you actually plan something and you actually have an intention behind it. Also think of what your backdrop is. And so right now I'm in our guest bedroom, but I made sure that I did the bed. I made sure I had a nice little cover on there. I got the door closed. You can't see my bookshelf, which is loaded with things. So you're always aware, like Christine has a nice little yellow wall behind her. Just what is the backdrop of there? You want to make sure your voice is warmed up. Before Christine and I came on here today, we did nice little blah, 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 blah. Little things to get your voice going so that you're not going on there cold. And then you always want to be sure that you have water, or in Christine's case, coffee. Because there's going to be those moments like we saw a certain politician the other day have an issue with water. Marco Rubio another politician had an issue where he got dry mouth on camera, and then they have to go diving or trying to figure out how to drink their water on camera. But you always want to have, I prefer like a glass, or this is a jar, so you're not trying to do the water bottle thing. Just have water, because it's going to be the day where you're going to need it.
Yeah.
So here's some examples. This is a Facebook Live 30-second promo that I did. Again, my audience range is women between the ages of, I'd say like late 30s, early 40s on into 65. And so I was selling them an audio blog, just trying to get them excited. And it's very simple and very mellow. I don't know if the volume is going to be loud enough, but let's see what happens. And I think if I go like this. Oh, hold on.
Stand by.
Oh, back, play. No. Oh, this.
So Facebook Live means you're actually just recording right then and there, correct?
Yes.
Broadcast.
So this was live.
Yeah. Sorry, turn up.
We will have an audio blog on the site, thenetpro.com. It's a new feature, and I think you're going to get it. It's going to be just short, really positive thoughts for all you creative types to get you up and going and creative. So please go check it out, thenetpro.com, and you can download it even. So I hope you love it, and let me know what you think. I hope everyone's doing well, and I will see you soon. Bye.
So that's a quick little promo that I did. You can see I have a nice little crisp shirt from Target, my Martha Stewart moment. And then I did my hair, really nice makeup. That microphone in front of me it's just a prop that I just put on there just to have them interested and just to remember that I'm talking about an audio blog. And I did that live. I just hit live. I had made sure I had a nice light in my face, and off I went for 30 seconds. Okay.
So just a second, Nanette, Deb asked about live. Yeah, it's broadcasting live through her page. And so if you were there at her Facebook page at that moment, you would have seen it happening in real time.
Okay.
Right.
That's the beauty of this.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. And what I do now, what Christine and I do now, is we will let people know if we're going live. So for example, Christine's going to go live on one of our groups in the next couple days. So she's going to let them know ahead of time saying, hey gang, I'm going to be live on our private video group, whatever, tomorrow at noon. Tune in if you can. So the fan club is going to show up because they've got questions they want to ask her. So they're going to be there to ask you questions. So it's good to give them a heads up. On this one, I was just a commercial. That was just quick. I didn't want to chat. I was off and on, and that worked really, really well. That drove a huge amount of people to my website, and I put a link in the comments.
Okay, so bear my ignorance here. If you're on your Facebook page, is there a place you go for live?
And we'll show you that after we're done with this part. We'll jump on, and then we'll show you. It's right there in front of you. It's super, super. They make it so easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Good question.
if you were going to post a photo, you click one button to go live. You click another one that's right there. We'll point it out.
Yeah, it's fascinating how they've got it. So that's a quick Facebook commercial, again, aimed for that age group. Snapchat is very interesting. Snapchat used to be for the tweens and the teens, you know, it was this kind of like private little club that they had, video club. It has completely taken over, and it's in a run to beat Instagram, with a certain age group of women, predominantly women, stay-at-home moms with kids. It's huge with that in the fitness world, that kind of a thing. It's 10-second clips that you blend together to make into a Snapchat story. So you have 10 seconds to talk, it flips to another frame. 10 seconds to talk, flips to another frame. Again, this is great for stay-at-home moms. This particular one that I'm going to show you, I was aiming it at my really young followers. So these are like the ones that are like freshmen in college, high school, junior. So you can see my chit chat's a little different. I have a totally different look than the one I just had before. So let's do this.
Hi guys. So let's talk about energy. Third chakra is right where your diaphragm is, where your abdominals are. It's totally the power center. It's the center of will. It's the center of fire. It's the center of your personal power.
Next clip.
If you want to get fired up, if you want to get the energy charge, that's the chakra you're going to work on. So any kind of sit-ups are good.
Next clip.
Plank, 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 side plank, extended side plank on your side, right and left.
Next clip. So with that younger crowd, and again with these stay-at-home moms, it's just the speed of that video that they completely lock into. And that's when Christine was talking about the goldfish. That's how quick people want to have a little blurb of information, and you get really good at practicing talking in these quick little blurbs. Okay, Instagram stories is tremendous for millennials. If you want to get into that crowd, it is tremendous. You have a series of 15-second clips that you can do for a story. Okay, so you can also do the 60-second commercial like I did. It's pre-made, you can load it in, but you can do these live little Instagram stories and they go crazy over that. And it's all about food for them. So this is the food video that I did.
Instagram.
Millennials.
Hello. I'm going to show you what I'm making for my snack today. I think I can do it with, let's see. 3 ingredients. Hummus. I bought it at the store. Okay, it's lemon hummus. And you guessed it, tahini.
Sorry, I
make it. No, store-bought, guys.
said the wrong thing. But
Third ingredient,
next clip. Taboo.
Chinese cabbage. Cheap, beautiful, kind of like me. Okay, hummus into.
Talented. Holding the phone.
And you spread it out. See, spread.
Okay, so you can see that that's very casual, but that's something that like a 25, 27-year-old will be totally captivated by, you know, cool look, that whole thing. And again, food videos are tremendous. There is something, the hot new thing that Christine and I are experimenting with.
Well, you've mastered and I have not, but
we're trying, is using Facebook Messenger videos. And these are those little messages that you get through Facebook. And instead of typing somebody a message, what we've been experimenting with is doing for a series of 3 little 13-second videos. Just letting the person know about the webinar, letting them know about an upcoming thing. So you personalize the video for each person. So I picked 10 of our clients and I sent that each one of them 3 little 13-second videos saying, "Hi Deb, this is Nanette. I'm so excited to let you know about level 2 of our video marketing class, blah, blah, blah. I really hope you can sign up." Next clip. And by the way, this will help your business because of your, are you a real estate person, Deb?
No, promotional clothing, print.
Okay, so for your business, this will help you in X and such a way. That was 13 seconds. And that last 13 second, the third video was just the selling point. Here's the link. Christine and I look forward to seeing you, blah, blah, blah. That, I sent out those, everybody watched them. You know, like you send out emails and some people don't even open them or whatever.
Yeah.
This little invite, all of them opened it and and they didn't sign up, obviously, but they all replied. They all replied to me, and they said, this is great. We can't, let us know when the next one is. And on email, you never get that. So what we're working on now is like how to do the conversion. So we know that this is something that people are interested in seeing, but how can we convert this and get them to actually click and sign up? So that's our next project. And also what you can use this for, Deb, and what Christina and I are going to do is we're going to send individual thank you little videos to our big fans. So yeah, so we'll send them end of the year. Thank you so much, Deb, for joining us on the webinar and doing Christine's Facebook Basics workshop. So that's a really intimate way to thank people. And
So if I get this right, you can also do it, you can do it in general to everyone on your Facebook page or to specific people that like you.
And I'll probably do both.
Yeah.
I'll probably go live on my Facebook page, and then my stars, the ones that are my lifers, they'll get a little special something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Deb, these videos are recorded literally right within that Messenger feature.
Okay.
So
It's
really
fantastic. Yeah. So we'll see what the usage is of it. So let us go to Facebook Live now. That's the end of my little thing.
Yeah.
So Deb, just so you know, Facebook Live, Instagram Stories, Snapchat, Facebook Messenger, you have to, depending on who your clients are, they all gravitate to one or the other social medias. And so it can drive you a little crazy trying to do all of them.
Yeah.
But you just know your clients and know which one they go to.
Okay.
And then from there you can manipulate it.
Yeah. I'm guessing for you, Deb, most of your clients are going to be, everybody's on Facebook, but I'm guessing most of your clients, that would be the proper media for them.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to literally hang up this webinar, Deb, and then ask you, right after we've hung up, you should go to Facebook and then find the group. Do you know how to do that?
Yep. I go to the Facebook and I try to save the group to my, I want to say favorites. Is that right?
I think that works.
There's a shortcut over on your left so that the group is there.
Yep.
And when I went to do that, it said that it was pending because remember I went to join the group.
And I should have accepted you.
Would I get an email saying you accepted me?
No, you should be able to get right on there, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might have received a notification within Facebook, but maybe not.
Yeah,
Okay.
you might have. But I know I got you on there, and so you should be able to get on there now, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
If
So
it's
I'm gonna hang up and just go to Facebook.
Yeah, and if you don't see it there in favorites for some reason, groups is also in that left-hand side navigation.
Yep.
And unless you've joined 8 billion other groups, just pressing groups should show you right away which one is us. I think the cartoon Nanette shows up as the still. That'll clue you in.
Well, what was the name of the group again, just in case I have to search for it?
Video marketing and broadcasting.
Okay.
And you, there might be a little delay, but if you're on that page, Nanette will pop up in a much like just a post, but you'll see her live shining face, and we'll be able to talk to her via comments. Okay?
Okay, so we won't be talking anymore physically, just typing.
Just typing. And you'll get a recording of this webinar sometime this afternoon, and you won't hear from us again other than on live. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much, guys.
Thanks so much for doing this, Deb. We'll see you soon.
Okay, bye.